What's up, everybody? How we doing today? Thank you all for being here. This is break number 1058BD. This is 1058BD. This is a 6-box break of Select Baseball. Select Baseball, 6 boxes on the table. Let's go box number 1. Great luck, everybody. Yes. Great luck to everybody from the B. Alright, box number 1, here we go. We got a redemption and some tie-dye in here. Redemption and some tie-dye. Let's go. Tricolor. That is George Lombard Jr. Blue, Ethan Anderson. Ethan Anderson, 98 of 199. There's our redemption. Tie-dye. That is Rhett Lauder. Rhett Lauder on the tie-dye for the Reds. That is a concourse, 8 out of 25. 8 out of 25 on the concourse level. Kumar Rocker, Brown. That is 43 of 125. Miguel Cabrera, Silver Prism. Silver Prism, that's Chase Dolander. James Wood on the turbocharged. Turbocharged James Wood. That is red. 39 out of 99. 39 out of 99. Jacob Mizorowski, 39 out of 149. Tricolor, that is Austin Wells. We got a purple auto right behind it. Purple auto, that is Brandon Sprout for the Mets. Brandon Sprout for the Mets. 14 out of 35. 14 out of 35 on the Diamond Action auto. We got blue of Tommy Troy for the Diamondbacks, 100 out of 199. Purple, Paul Molitor for Milwaukee, 50 out of 75. 50 out of 75. Tricolor, Jace Lavalette going to the non-MLB spot. We have Aaron Judge for the Yankees on the Silver Prism. And our patch is Agustin Ramirez, red. Agustin Ramirez, red select swatch, 74 out of 99. 74 out of 99. We got one card left out of box number 1. One card left. Let's see what we got. Good luck, everybody, on the redemption. Diamond Action Signatures, card number 29. That is James Triantos. That's for the Cubbies. James Triantos for the Cubs. Diamond Action, not numbered. Box number 2. Think we got a patch auto. Think we have a patch auto in this box, guys. Not sure if it's the blue one or I'm not sure, or if it's the silver one. Just check the blue one here. Is that a patch auto? Yes, it is. Patch auto on the blue one right there. Nice. All right, guys, here we go. Box number 2. Brady House tricolor. Brady Ebel silver prism for the non-MLB. 14 out of 125. Brown Theo Gillen. That is Bobby Witt Jr. on the tricolor. That is 66 out of 75. That's purple Kevin McGonigal for the Detroit Tigers. And our first auto is J.C. Escarra for the Yankees. J.C. Escarra. Non-numbered. Silver Prism Mel Ott for the Giants. And our first patch, that is Chase Dollander. Chase Dollander on the red patch for the Colorado Rockies. 5 out of 99. 5 out of 99. All right. $145 out of $199. That's Zaire Hope on the blue color match for the Dodgers. Silver Prism Rintaro Sasaki for the non-MLB spot. That is 85 out of 149. Red, Ken Griffey Jr. for Seattle. White, Darren Baker. Darren Baker for the Washington Nationals. Our patch auto. Here we go. Coming up. That is 5 out of 10. Blake Mitchell gold for Kansas City. Blake Mitchell gold, 5 out of 10. Nice hit for Kansas City. Roberto Clemente on the tricolor. It's a batter. That is for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and that is Connor Griffin. Connor Griffin patch auto. Sparks patch auto. Blue for Pittsburgh. 33 out of 35. Nice hit for Pittsburgh. Box number 3. That is a nice one. Yes, it is. Why? You got the Pirates tonight. Why? Tie-dye patch. Tie-dye patch incoming. Box number 3. Mariano Rivera on the purple, 7 out of 75. Roberto Clemente, silver prism. Tricolor, Zaire Hope. Zaire Hope, that is tricolor, and our purple auto. That's Jacob Wilson for the Oakland A's. Jacob Wilson, Oakland. That is number 10 out of 35. 10 out of 35. Brown, Josue de Paula, 3 out of 125. Enrique Bradfield, 146 out of 149. Roman Anthony, rookie for the Red Sox, 33 out of 199. Zebra. We got our zebra print. That is Deion Sanders Silver Prism. Jonathan Tricolor. That's a green of George Brett. George Brett green /5. That is 5 out of 5 on the George Brett for Kansas City. And then behind that is another purple auto. This one is Max Muncy for Oakland. Max Muncy for Oakland, 32 out of 35. Evan Carter Tricolor. Brock Wilkins Silver Prism. And our tie-dye patch. Oh, wow. Rhett Lauder, look at that patch. That is sick. 3 colors. You can see the black, the red, and the white. That is a sick looking patch for Cincinnati. That is Rhett Lauder. And our zebra print. Zebra goes to... Ooh, goes this way. That is Slade Caldwell, one of the top prospects in the Arizona Diamondback farm system. Slade Caldwell on the zebra. Very nice. Box number 4. All right, number 4. Here we go. There's Darryl Strawberry. Darryl Strawberry, 33 of 99. Roger Clemens Silver Prism. Tricolor, Paul Skeens. Brown, Brody Brecht. Our next auto. Craig Yoho for Milwaukee. Brody Brecht, 66 of 125. Craig Yoho, not numbered, for Milwaukee on the auto. That is Juan Gonzalez for Texas. Juan Gonzalez on the orange, 44 out of 49. Stephen Voigt for Cleveland, 122 of 199. Tricolor, Will Wagner, Toronto. Pee Wee Reese for the Brooklyn Dodgers, 70/75. Tricolor, Pedro Martinez. Our next auto, that is Kevin McGonigal for Detroit. Kevin McGonigal for Detroit. Not numbered, Diamond Action Auto. Jonathan, red, 95/149. Silver Prism, Triz Speaker for the Red Sox. That is a turbocharged tie-dye of Cam Ward. Turbocharged tie-dye Cam Ward for Houston. 8/25. Silver Prism, Kyle Teal. And that is Bryce Rainier for Detroit. Bryce Rainier on the red patch. That is numbered 20/99. 20/99 going to Detroit. Box number 5. All right, box number 5. Here we go. Cash Mayfield, Silver Prism. Legendary Signature incoming. Legendary Signature. Good luck, everybody. We got Manny Ramirez on the tricolor. Legendary Signature. This one's going to Oakland. That is Jose Canseco, blue. 43/49. 43/49. Brown, Edgar Quero. That is 44/125. Blue, Bobby Witt Jr. on the color match. 49/199. Purple, Ethan Salas for the Padres. 36/75. Tricolor, J.D. Dix for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Baker, Washington, 75 of 125. Tricolor, Evan Carter. Jose Canseco on the red. Our Diamond Action Auto is Kellen Lindsey for the Dodgers. Kellen Lindsey for the Dodgers. That is not numbered. Jose Canseco, 71 out of 149. Johan Santana, 101 out of 199 for Minnesota. Seaver King, Silver Prism. Dante Nori, Silver Prism. And that is Connor Griffin on the Spark Patch for Pittsburgh. Connor Griffin Spark Patch. This is not numbered. Box number 6. Alright, box number 6, here we go. That is 141 out of 149. That's Paul Skeens. He also has an auto behind him. Tricolor, Slade Caldwell. That is 126 out of 199 blue of Chandler Simpson for Tampa. James Tibbs for Boston. There's a patch behind that card. Silver Prism, Christian Campbell for the Red Sox. Aaron Judge on the tricolor for the Yankees. That is Jacob Mizorowski to blue to 199. That was 77 out of 199. That is Chipper Jones, 30 out of 75, purple. That is 9 out of 49. That is orange Brock Wilken for Milwaukee. 3 packs to go. Tricolor, Bryce Rainier. Auto behind Bryce Rainier. That is Bryce Rainier again on the silver prism. Last pack. $35 out of 125. That's Brown of Paul Molitor for Milwaukee. None of our last hits are numbered, so we will just start with the patch and we will work our way across. Start with the patch and work our way across. James Tibbs, silver prism for Boston. Our patch is a spark patch for the Phillies. That's Dante Nori. Dante Nori. Spark patch for the Phillies. Our first auto is a rookie auto for the Yankees. That is our second auto of J.C. Escara. J.C. Escara for the Yankees. This Paul Skeens was red, 141 out of 149. And our final auto doesn't say rookie, but it could be a prospect. It is Charlie Condon for the Colorado Rockies. Nice auto to finish the break. Charlie Condon. All right, my friends, let me clear this off. And we will get a recap in for y'all. All right, here we go. Recap time. Let's see. Let's put this all together. Pull that forward. All right, here we go. To 199. Our blues to 199. Here we go. Jacob Mizorowski. Chandler Simpson. Johan Santana. Bobby Witt Jr. Stephen Voigt. Roman Anthony. Zaire Hope. Tommy Troy. Ethan Anderson. Our Reds to 149. We got Paul Skeens, Jose Canseco, Jonah Tong, Enrique Bradfield, Ken Griffey Jr., and Jacob Mizorowski. Our Browns to 125. We got Paul Molitor, Darren Baker, Edgar Quieto, Brody Brecht, Josue De Paula, Theo Gillen, and Kumar Rocker. To 99, Darryl Strawberry, Darren Baker, and James Wood on the turbocharged. To 75, purple, we got Chipper Jones, Ethan Salas, Pee Wee Reese, Mariano Rivera, Detroit's Kevin McGonigal, and Paul Molitor. To 49, we have an orange Brock Wilken and an orange Juan Gonzalez. Tie-dye to 25, we got Cam Smith on the turbocharged and Rhett Lauder. Put that right there, man. Rhett Lauder had a break for Cincinnati. All right, we got gold to 10. That's Blake Mitchell. And our green to 5, George Brett for Kansas City, 5 out of 5. Our patches. These are not numbered. Dante Nori, Connor Griffin. Our Reds to 99, Bryce Rainier, Chase Dollander, Augustin Ramirez. Our Diamond Action Autos, not numbered. We got Kellen Lindsay, Kevin McGonigal, and that is James Triantos on the redemption. Our purple Diamond Action Autos, Max Muncy for the A's, Jacob Wilson for the A's, and Brandon Sprout for the Mets. Our autos not numbered. There is a select signature of Charlie Condon, Craig Yoho, and J.C. Escara had Twins. Our legendary signature is Jose Canseco. That is for the Oakland A's. That is 43 out of 49. Our patch auto went to Pittsburgh. This is Connor Griffin. Connor Griffin, Spark Patch Auto, 33 of 35. Our zebra print went to the Arizona Diamondbacks, Slade Caldwell. And this hit of the break, that is just a sick patch. 3 colors, black, red, and white. Tie-dye for the Cincinnati Reds. Rhett Lauder, 23 out of 25. There's your break, my friends. Appreciate you all for being here. Hope to see you all next time. Have yourself a great day. I think we're going to run this back on Sunday, but I think it's going to be a full case again. Full case on Sunday. Hope to see you there. Have yourself a great night. Talk to you soon. Peace.